Revised question 22b, outline the nature and extent of health inequities experienced by two groups in Australia's population, which is a 4-mark question. So if we have a look at the dot points, here's some groups that you need to be looking at. Aboriginals, Torres Strait Islanders, socioeconomically disadvantaged people, people in rural and remote areas, overseas born people, the elderly and people with disabilities. They're the groups that you'll be looking at with respect to these questions. The dot points asks you to learn two, so you need to research and analyse each of the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islanders plus one other group. So you could choose which groups, but you need to have 2 of them for this particular question. To outline the nature, if we look at what an outline is a sketch in general terms, indicate the main features of, so you're talking about the main features of these 2 groups. In terms of the marking criteria, which is what we're looking at, sketches in general terms, indicate major features of inequities experienced by 2 groups. So in terms of the groups that you could have discussed, suggested answers would be looking at Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islanders. I expect most of you to do that. Socioeconomically disadvantaged people, rural areas, people born overseas, elderly and people with disabilities. Those are the 2 groups that you could have explored there. We have a look at an exemplar response. Just needs to systematically, you can see here, very clear, ATSI people have told us why they are, or features of how they are a disadvantaged group. Socioeconomically disadvantaged, same thing. Doesn't need to be in great detail, but you do need to have some examples to support your answer there and show how they are disadvantaged people. So most people do a fairly good job on this particular response.